There we go. There we go. Yeah, set up on the treadmill now, guys. So we're streaming while we are doing our cardio. Let's get into the chat a little bit. You guys are busy today. Holy crap. Can you guys hear me okay? Don't have to yell. Let me know if my mic's messed up, guys. All right. So what's going on, guys? What's going on? Another green day. Bitcoin sitting at 107,000. Can we close above 106, though? That's the question. Yell, Rob, yell. I guess that means you can hear me. William, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Ty, good to see you, buddy. Crypto J505. We got Gengar in the house. What's up, man? My son would love your photo, buddy. There she is, Gamma Goddess in the house. Bitcoin's leading the way on the green path. XEN is on fire. I hope everyone's enjoying their day. Let's get this money. Let's go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ty. What do we got? What do we got? Tasman, what's going on? Onyx Rocket. Yeah, Onyx is doing pretty good today, huh? Ty, I finally got a purple crown. There you go. There you go. Can you keep it? Can you keep it? All that means is you're chatting a lot, right? That's what that means, man. There's a ranking. Oh, number one, Maximus Crypto in the house. My dude. Number one in the ranking. Top fans, Jake the Snake, number two, and EZ's number three. You got your crown, but then you lost it again right away. Cody, thank you so much, brother, for the super sticker. I appreciate you, my dude. I appreciate you. Where were we here? Where were we? Joy. Hey, Rob, listening at work. Everyone hit the like button for great content. Listening at work, getting paid to listen to me ramble on. That's not bad. I would take that. I would take that. Taz, XCN, yep. Yo-Yo, EZ, what's going on, man? Focus. Holding rates. Economy looks good. Can't comment on the tariffs. We got to wait and see what's going to happen, yada, yada, yada. Apparently there's a ceasefire right now, so that's good news. Markets like that. Strawberry Dragon, Ramon is in the house. What's going on? Unknown. Smash that like button. Paul, nice to see you too, my dude. Nice to see you too. Ramona, yes, please hit the likes on your way in. Nick says smash the likes, not Rob's Nards. There you go. Green tea. Oh, updated Squirtle photo. I dig it. I dig it. Looking good. Get out of here, Jake the Snake. Parallel Life, what's up, man? Hey, crypto fam, let's get this money. Green tea, that's an awesome picture of Squirtle. Yes, I thought the same thing. BCH and Litecoin, greetings, Dave from Holland. Nice. Little Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin in the house. I dig it. I dig it. He's already enjoying his life-changing wealth. Who is? Squirtle? What target does XCN need to hit to break out? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. XCN. Look at that sloppy chart. Let's clean it up. Let's clean it up and have a look. You are in a massive symmetrical triangle. Massive. Trying to break out. You're right at resistance right now. If you can break out of here, you're probably looking at a run somewhere around your 236 at 1 cent 48, which you're through. So your 382, you rejected it here. It's not very strong at 1 cent 88. I think your strong resistance is going to be at the 50, at the 5 FIP, at 2 cents 209. If you can break through that, there's a good chance you're going to go up to your 786, 2 cents 99, and then reject. Coming back down to your 618 at 2 cents 53, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it played out. Rich, if you don't hit the like button, Rob's going to lay the smackdown on your can. Yes, there you go. There's my brother, Maximus Crypto, in the house, in a Rob voice. What's up, weirdos? Smash that like for our brother Rob. Crypto Future 99, let's go. Nice. Ari, what's going on? Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a great day. Hibachi-san, not a scam. Jake, keep that zen. Spencer, what's up, buddy? You have dad up that to speed with price targets to bag up loaded on the run. I'm lost on what you're trying to say there, brother. You smoking another one of those cigars or what? You have dad up to spread. Oh, my dad being here. You totally lost me there. Yeah, he's sitting on the couch watching right now, judging all of you. Lillian, hey Rob, what do you think of XCN right now? Where's it going? I just looked at the chart. It's on your screen right now. Your boy, what's up, man? I challenge the chat to unseat the champion. Your boy, where have you been, brother? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Green tea. Yeah, that picture is pretty epic. E-Dubs, what's up, man? Hey, Rob, and Panic Sellers. Woke Wallet, my man. How you feeling about MXC Moonchain? MXC Moonchain. Let me have a look. Let me have a look at it here. I'm just working on one monitor now, so you gotta be patient. MXC Moonchain? $6.5 million market cap. High risk, high reward, man. Right? As long as you know the risks. Good tokenomics. Yeah, just high risk, high reward. Didn't I look at this last week for somebody? It's got the listings that it needs, so you're going to have liquidity. But yeah, if it was me, if I was going to buy this project, I wouldn't go more than a couple grand tops, just because high risk, high reward, right? As long as you're okay with it going to zero. I don't think it will, but I'm just saying. Hook 'em with the super chat. Double my bag of the newest gem. Nice, there you go. Yes, it's insanely bullish, 100%. Just to get to $1 billion market cap would be huge. Would be absolutely huge. What do we got? Randall. How many ZBEC to be a millionaire this bull run? Depends on what price it goes to, man. I couldn't tell you. I mean, if it goes to 10 cents, you hold 10 million, you've probably got $1 million, right? Then you got taxes though. So you're probably paying, depending on where you are in the world, you get $1 million in there, you're probably paying about $330,000 in taxes. Because, apparently that's fair. What's up, man? Hope you're good, man. I would have panicked multiple times the last few months when things were down. Now I look at my portfolio once a week, whereas before I would check it every 10 minutes. Yes, exactly, man, exactly. You got to build up that tolerance level, right? David, what's up, buddy? Matt Adam, hope the time with your dad has been nice. So many great community leaders helping out the members this week. Yes, super fantastic. Ramona has been absolutely fantastic. She's hosting open mic sessions over there and stuff. Absolutely amazing. Meredith, what's up, buddy? Your other favorite mod can look into GFI Goldfish. I haven't looked at that in like a year. It lost all momentum a long time ago, probably a year and a half ago, to be honest. $64 million market cap. It's got great tokenomics, 69 cents. Decentralized finance, made in the USA tag. Coinbase Ventures portfolio. It's got the listings. All-time high was what? $32 in the last bull run. Why is it still down 97.9% though? From its high. I don't know. It seems like a good project. It had a lot of momentum. Was it the last bull run or was it at some point in this bear market? I can't remember. It was a little while ago. But since then it's kind of petered off. So I don't know how big I would look into how active they are on their socials, to be honest with you. See how big the community is. Jovan, thanks for taking the time to keep us in loop. Hey, no problem, man. Jovan says 72 people, only 40 likes. What the hell's up with that, guys? We got 233 people here. We got 93 likes, guys. Come on. Hit the likes. Get them up. ESA Styles, I think Jasmine Coin will do like last bull run. What was it? I mean, that's kind of a broad, difficult statement because I mean they dropped like 80% of the tokens into circulation. I hope they don't perform like last bull run. They started at like $4.99 and then they watered down the supply. It's hard to say, but I think you're looking at about 20, 25 cents, honestly. What's up, weirdos? Hey, Rob, just based on your personal opinion, you think Jasmine past 10 cents? Yeah, I think it'll hit 20 to 25, I think, personally. Hear you great. Perfect. Look up a video on Jasmine 4 years ago. Rob, walking the walk, talking the talk. Yep. I had to set up a treadmill, guys, so I could live stream and not die, right? Sitting in a chair for 12 hours a day is it's worse than smoking cigarettes. Got to make sure you're exercising. Bet we will fall in like a week to 96. I will take that bet. How much are you going to bet me? How much are you going to bet me on that? And how can I collect? Looks like you're doing something else rather than walking. Yeah. Alex, good to see you, buddy. Mr. Johnny, where you been, man? Good to see you. Rick, I guess being even is better than being broke. Hey, yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Leo, what's up, buddy? Andy, there's my guy. Hit that incline, Rob. Yes. I was going to ask you, Andy, because you were telling me the mode. So do you pay for the subscription on Peloton? Because they just set it up yesterday for me, but I don't have any of the programs set. So you're going to have to DM me over on the Patreon and let me know. Overcome, what's going on? Excited to see these coins start going to the moon. Soon, guys. There's only 5 months left of this cycle. Daryl, hey. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hey, Rob, BTC going up? Yeah, it's looking good, man. It's looking good. 3 days in a row of green. We're happy you're spending time. Nice. Also miss you terribly. I try to be around as much as I can. My schedule will go back to normal Sunday or Monday. Elbow drop. Penny Packer. Hey, Rob, can you take a look at Cookie? I suppose I could do that. Take a look at Cookie for you. All right, Cookie. I don't think I've looked at Cookie's chart in a while for you guys. There you go. All right. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Yes, you are. Okay. So, Cookie broke above resistance here. The last time we were looking at it, you had the inverse head and shoulders, but you've kind of dropped since then. You failed to hold it. So, looks like you've caught support right here at 14 cents, 9, 15 cents. That would be a nice spot to hold it, to be honest with you. From your high to your low. Yeah, so you've rejected off here a couple times. You've fallen back below, so you're going to have resistance at your 236, around 20 cents, 5. And then you broke above your 382 at 28 cents 6, but then fell back below it. And then just kind of petered out, mostly due to Bitcoin's price action, though. So you got to get above your 382, in my opinion, at 28 cents 6-ish. Then you'll head towards 35 cents, possibly 41 cents. That's where I would be looking. Drop kick from the top rope. One more and I'm back up top. Easy, Rob. They said you sound like an owl. Who's they? Who's they? Thanks for looking at XCN, Roberto. No problem, buddy. No problem. Hey, Rob. BTC testing 108. Jasmine doing nothing. When will it break out? Guys, altcoin season's not coming for a couple of months yet. I hope you're not sitting there expecting altcoin season right now. Right? It's a ways away yet, my friends. It's a ways away yet. Is it possible for Jasmine to reach previous highs? Nope, not this cycle. Nope. $4.99 is not possible in this bull run. Sorry. 20 to 25 cents this time around. Their product is not even out to market right now. Their product's not coming out to market until Q3 of this year, their mainnet launches. So, I mean, you're not going to see the wallet come out, the DEXs, the PDL. None of that stuff's coming out till the tail end of this bull run. So you'll get 20, 25 cents out of it, probably. $4.99, no chance. No chance. I am on a treadmill. That's why it would look like it. Super fantastic. Fleming, do you have any price predictions for Stronghold? I know your comment earlier a week ago made you want to buy. I love Stronghold. I think Stronghold's fantastic. I do not have a price target for it or a price prediction for it yet, but I do like Stronghold. Maximus, who you haters think you be hating? Mass be freaking boss, burning off that jumbo jack. Homie, get lost. Hook 'em. Already read that, but thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Mr. Johnny, any good news about Jasmine? Good news, I got Hara coming on the channel soon. That's some pretty freaking good news, right? But yes, I do have an interview with Hara coming up here. We will be discussing Junction and the Junction nodes mostly. So I'm just waiting for his representatives to get back to me on an available date. So call on SEI. Yeah, SEI's been doing great. I think SEI can break, I would say between $1.25 and $1.50 conservatively. I think that next bull run's really going to be a breakout bull run for projects like SEI, Ondo, Pith. They'll do well this time, but I think next time around is where they'll have their like Solana type run, right? Jared in the house, beast mode with the treadmill. There you go. Triple J. Any thoughts on? I've never heard of it, my friend. I've never heard of it, to be honest with you. What's the ticker? REQ. Request. 13 cents, $100 million market cap, good tokenomics. All-time high 7. Nope, not interested. Not interested, my friend. 7 years ago was the last all-time high. That tells me that the project underperformed in the last bull run. Why would they underperform? Did they not work on anything? Did team members leave? Developers? No partnerships? That tells me other companies came along and outperformed them. So I wouldn't buy anything that underperformed in the last cycle, personally, unless there was extenuating circumstances. Brian with the super chat. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Seeing you swift to $1 title was super fantastic. Yes. Ramona says, hit the likes and subscribe on here and on Crypto Blueprint. I would concur with that. Where were we in the chat? Restful Mind, View 2. Hit those likes, fam. Just came back from a week-long camping trip. Now I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, but I'm all out of bubblegum. There you go. Yes, I am walking, guys. 12 hours a day sitting down is not healthy, right? So I'm coming at you from the treadmill. Syrup. Yeah, syrup. I've seen a couple of people. I think I saw, who was it? Was it Caesar? I think Caesar was talking about syrup. I could be wrong, but it looked like a decent project. Maple, right? I think Maple's the ticker. Mike, let's all pray no more BS in the world. Keep pushing us back. It doesn't matter, Mike. At the end of the day, I think that this cycle is going to end on schedule by the end of this year. I often say, people always say, like, wow, what about tariffs and what about what's going on in the Middle East? And is that going to delay things into 2026? Guys, when C-19 happened, I said this 100 times, it shut down every single economy in the world for almost 2 years. And that did not stop the 4-year cycle from playing out. And that's a little bit of a bigger deal, in my opinion. Every economy shutting down globally for a couple of years, that's a bigger deal than some tariffs or a Middle East war. I don't know. I don't think nothing's stopping this train. So Jasmine will beat Zebek? I mean, it depends. Where do you think Zebek's going to go? Where do you think Jasmine's going to go? I don't think so. I think Zebek will outperform Jasmine personally. Is Rob as cool as he thinks he is? How's the question for you? He said nope. Thanks for all your advice on the Patreon. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. Brian, my bags are packed, ready to go. There you go, man. 5 months left, guys. 5 months left. Bet $100 from the Patreon. So do you agree? I'm from Patreon. Do I agree? Do I agree to your bet that Bitcoin is not going to drop in the near term to $96,000? Sure, I'll bet you that. I'll bet you $100. Need a timeline for that though. When do you think it's going to $96? Or $96,000? 96 bucks. $96,000. Harasan, bring great honor to us weirdos. Yes, exactly. So you think it's going to drop to $96,000 by next Sunday? My friend, I don't know where you're getting that from, man. Is someone telling you that? Because that's not going to happen, my friend. Kita, I don't know much about Kita. Caesar talks about it sometimes. I don't know enough about it, really. I've looked at it a couple times, and it looks okay to me. But I don't really know enough about it, to be honest with you. Seems like a good play. Thanks. This used to be... Use this to buy Maple. There you go. Perfect. You got it, man. You got it. Vinny, XCN going to hit $1 in 2026? No, 2026 is a bear market, my friend. More like 206, right? Candyman, so where do you see Jasmine the next bull run? I could see it breaking $1 next bull run because they're going to have a full 4 years to continue to develop the platform they're building out with Panasonic and stuff like that for their IoT devices. I think next cycle they really could see higher than $1, way higher than $1. Their TVL is going to be higher. They have incentives for lockups in their ecosystem, so I think it could go way higher. Jasmine's more of a longer term hold at this point. B3 price becoming hard to ignore. May need to add more. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a good DCA opportunity, right? Block V. Listen, I don't like the FUD projects. You guys know that. But I'm not a fan of Block V, right? I don't care how many good partnerships or potential catalysts or storylines or narratives that people want to push about Block V. Block V has one listing on a decentralized exchange. They have 0 centralized exchange listings. They had one years ago, but they got delisted. So number one, hard to buy, hard to sell, right? You can buy it and your value could be worth $1 million. But if it has no listings and nobody can buy your coins from you, because for every seller, there has to be a buyer, right? So if you don't have any centralized exchange listings, who's going to buy your bag from you at $1 million? Not the exchange. That's pretty bad business, right? Sell it to you low, buy it back from you high. For every seller, there has to be a buyer, right? Block V just doesn't have any listings. There's no liquidity available for you to sell all of your coins at the end of the day. Number two, the all-time high for Block V was 8 years ago. So that project's been around for over 8 years, and it only has one decentralized exchange listing in 8 years. That doesn't scream buy me to me, right? So not a fan of Block V. I just came back from a long week of camping. Read that already. Any thoughts on Shapeshift? Shapeshift is okay. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at Shapeshift. What's the ticker for that again? Is it Fox? Is that it? Yeah, Fox. See that? Remember that. Shapeshift, 2 cents tune, 13, almost a $14 million market cap. Good tokenomics. All-time high in the last bull run, $1.65. It's a DEX. I think that Shapeshift has a decent community. I've heard a lot about it, but when it comes to DEXs on Ethereum, they're a dime a dozen. So when I look at a DEX on Ethereum and I want to consider buying their token, I have to ask the question, what makes this DEX any different than any other of the dime a dozen DEXs on Ethereum, right? Something has to jump out at me. Maybe I would have to look deeper into Shapeshift to know if there's any partnerships or anything like that going on, but it seems like an okay project. Maximus, 100% facts on C19. Nothing stops this train. I agree. Yes, nothing's going to stop this shot. It's hitting. If Swift is getting to $1, surely XCN, Zebek, Alchemy Pay, and Jasmine will go to well over $10 billion market cap. Surely? Well, I mean, first of all, stop calling me Shirley, right? I couldn't tell you honestly. No. $10 billion market cap. I mean, I wouldn't say just because Swiftcoin could go to $1, then XCN, Zebek, Alchemy Pay, and Jasmine could go to $10 billion market caps. Could they go there? Yes, they could. But you have to remember that every one of those projects you just fired off are different, right? So Swiftcoin's tokenomics, 10 billion max supply, 100% of the supply in circulation already, and it only has what? I don't even know, like around $100 million market cap, something like that. What's the market cap right now? Might even be less than that. $118 million market cap. Yeah, right. So yeah, big potential there. As for the other ones, the potential's there, but I think honestly for XCN, Zbec, and Alchemy Pay, I think it's just a bridge too far for those projects this time around. You'll probably see something more later. Every cycle has FUD. Yes, yes, yes. 85 cash. Is there going to be another low? The William, the asset manager of Pizza Hut, told me today. Oh, the assistant manager. Bitcoin will go down to 93 next week. Should I believe? Well, he is a manager at Pizza Hut after all. So yes, I would take my financial advice from him, of course. Hey Rob, thoughts on Quebec? Not a fan. Not a fan. They're too aggressive with their marketing. It just seems scammy. I don't know. Maybe they're not scammy. Like, I'm not saying they are. It comes off that way. I can't even log on to Facebook without seeing one of their ads, right? Why are they so aggressive? You don't see any other crypto project being that aggressive. But it seems like everywhere I look, if I go to CoinMarketCap and I look at the news, there'll be like 5 articles in a row about them, right? So, I don't know. Could be a good project. I don't know enough about them, honestly. But it seems scammy, though. Can I get some action? I'll take that $100 bet for BTC 96 by Sunday. Loser super chats $100. There you go. Yes. I'll take the over. All my block V got taken out of my very first hot wallet before I joined the Patreon. Don't regret anything. There you go. Jake the Snake. It's okay, Roberto. You still cool in Jake the Snake's books. There you go. Twitch, what's up, buddy? Can you discuss the tokenomics and take a sneak peek at Rare? Is it a good project? Rare. Which one? There's 3 of them. Are you talking about super rare? Super rare bears? I assume you're talking about super rare. $38 million market cap. Tokenomics are good. 1 billion max supply. 819 million in circulation. That's good. You're not going to get dumped on. It's an NFT platform, though, right? Leading curated marketplace for on-chain art. I don't know, man. I don't know. All-time high 3 years ago, $3.64. It's got the listings. Personally, it's not something that I would personally be interested in, but I think it will do well. I do think it will do well. It's just, I don't think NFT platforms are going to do as well this cycle as they did last time around, to be honest with you. So, I mean, I feel like I'm giving you guys nothing but bad news today. Big 2 Paul, what's up, buddy? XCN on the 6 months looks gorgeous. What's your breakout target from the huge wedge? Well, I mean, probably back to 3 cents 5. Got to get back there. You're going to meet resistance at the previous high, and people are going to take profits, right? So that's probably where you're going to meet resistance. Do I have a price prediction for Celesta? No, I do not. I haven't looked at it. I know the project, but I haven't looked at it enough to really know or have an opinion on where I think the price could go. Lizzie, what's going on? Are you awesome? Hey, you are all you awesome people. I love you. Jesus loves you. And get over to the Patreon. Great people over there and lots of help. Yes, exactly. 100%. Hey, Maximus Crypto in the chat. I get that. I'm just saying, considering the use case of each of those, if a project It's getting low volume like Swift. Yeah, but volume is a different story though, DL, because volume can come and go in the quick as a hiccup. So I wouldn't like Swiftcoin has so many listings. I mean, they literally are a swap themselves. They run the all-chain bridge, right? So a little bit of a different story. I get what you're saying though. Definitive Edge, I have no idea what that is. What's the ticker? Guys, if you want me to look at a project, send me the ticker. Don't send me the name of the project. Please and thank you. Super Rare is pump and dump. There you go. Myriad at 10 cents a cycle? I think so. It could. Yeah, it could. I bought blockchain a couple years ago, still under. And you bought blockchain? Are you talking about block V? SP, I like ZBEC. I'm huge in it. Can it follow the growth of XRP? Over the course of 1 or 2 cycles, in my opinion, yes. Get your fit on. There you go. Jared, what's up, buddy? Still bullish on Spell Token. Jeez. No Spell Token. No thank you. All right, so we're caught up in the chat. When is Swiftcoin going to hit a dime? Please ask your crystal ball. Probably in the fall, my friend. Probably in the fall. All right, we're caught up in the chat. Let's get into some of the news. A couple things to get into. Oh yes, check this out, guys. So $11.11 billion in shorts are going to get liquidated if we see a jump in Bitcoin of 10%, right? So if Bitcoin smashes all-time high this week or next week, $11.11 billion in shorts. So we're going to see a short squeeze take place, which could lead to a nice move to the upside. That would be juicy. All right, what else do we have? This is going to be good. This is going to be good. What are we thinking for ZBEC this bull run? The moon. The moon, my friend. All right. French Hill, Republican French Hill, price stability could be the sole mandate of the Fed. Listen up.
Jay Powell testified before the House Financial Services Committee yesterday, telling lawmakers that he's in no rush to lower rates. Powell will be back this morning for round 2 in front of the Senate Banking Committee. But joining us right now is the chairman of the Financial Services Committee, French Hill. French, thank you very much for being with us. Mr. Chairman, you saw everything that Chairman Powell had to say yesterday. And I guess I'd ask first, was there anything in his remarks that surprised you?
Well, Becky, good morning. It's nothing like the producers to go from a waste management interview to Congress, so congratulations on that.
We like to keep the flow here.
Jay Powell didn't, oh man, that was bad. Jay Powell did not say anything that surprised me, but I think he reiterated a few facts that are important. One, he talked about the importance of regulatory balance. We welcomed Mickey Bowman to the committee and that we want to get supervision and tailored regulations back on track. I think he gave positive indications that was the plan for the Fed. And then he talked about that the economy was solid, that it was growing, and that the labor market conditions were good, and that it appeared that inflation was receding and that inflation expectations were anchored, but that the committee was not quite sure. I thought that sounded like to me that it's setting up for actually, a rate cut as opposed to being pessimistic about it. And of course, we've had a couple of voting governors say that they would be supportive of a rate cut.
Chairman, the president has been very outspoken about his desire to see rate cuts coming. I think just in the last few days, saying he'd like to see 200 to 300 basis points brought down in those rates. You have always been somebody who's been a little more hesitant. In February, you were telling the Fed that they need to really keep their eye on the inflation bill, and you basically think there's only one mandate that should exist, and that's to watch inflation, not necessarily worry about everything else, that everything else will flow from that. Do you think the economy is in a position where we should see rate cuts right now?
Well, again, I think the chairman reported that he wanted to be data-driven. I think that's the case. What I heard him say, though, was with strong economic growth, with labor market conditions still in good shape, and inflation coming down and inflation expectations close to, I think, being anchored closer to that 2%. The uncertainty that he expressed was what he thought might happen or might not happen in tariffs. And so if there was any reluctance towards a cut now, it was based on not sure what prices might do in the next 2 quarters. But I took that to mean that if they don't see inflation expectations get out of hand, I think you'll see a rate cut here in the next couple of meetings.
And that makes sense to you?
It does. Look, I do think price stability should be the sole mandate of the Fed. And the reason I say that is that the executive branch and the legislative branch have so much more impact on things that lead to full employment: the regulatory system, the tax system, the employment system, the training and education system, and that I really believe each central bank should be principally focused on price stability. And I love the fact that the former Cleveland Bank president said that she thought that full employment, whatever the maximum employment should be, that's consistent with price stability. In other words, she links the two, and she makes price stability the superior of the two mandate elements.
I was just going to mention it's Seersucker Day.
Yeah, I see that.
I think that's the most important thing.
It is Seersucker Day on the House side.
It is Seersucker Day in Congress, and you are sporting a beautiful seersucker suit there.
Wait, you didn't know that, French?
It is Seersucker Day on Wednesdays in the House side. If you're in the Senate, it's on Thursdays, and it's hot as hell down here today.
Not a quinky dink. I thought you started saying
here too.
You started saying, you know, the Fed does one thing, and then you went through the list of things that you and your friends do in the House and the Senate, and I thought you were going to say all the things that causes the dollar instability. We provide all of the dollar instability and the inflation, so we give the Fed, that should be their primary mandate, based on all of our efforts to make it a problem for the Fed.
To screw it up.
But, yeah, but you didn't say that.
That's right.
But that was implied.
I came close, but I didn't say that. Well, I do actually really believe that the executive branch and the legislative branch have much more impact on this full employment aspect of the mandate that Hubert Humphrey was so passionate about in the 1970s. But really, the central bank's primary mission is to focus on price stability, and they should speak out about price stability. I made that a clear point yesterday, too, to Jerome Powell when I reminded him that in February of 2021, after trillions of spending in the pandemic, he didn't criticize more trillions in spending in the American Rescue Plan.
No,
and yet this spring, where we haven't even had a tariff policy impact, he chooses to criticize it.
Right. The apolitical Fed. I know. We pointed that out a lot. Yeah, not an unkind word during all that other stuff while they were late. And then, now they're on the case for the tariff inflation that may or may not be a problem.
Yeah, I'm looking for consistency on that. And you go back and look at Volcker and Greenspan. They did speak out about fiscal policy and how it impacts the outlook for the economy and their concerns about it. It's on the record many times. I would say the same was true for Bernanke. And so I think it's perfectly fine for a Fed chair to talk about that, but I think it should be consistent. So I just urge consistency. If you're going to not do it in spring of 2021, then why are you choosing to do it in spring of 2025?
Chairman, yesterday, Chairman Powell was asked about some comments that Jamie Dimon made recently, where he said that you're going to see a crack in the bond market based on what we see with the worsening fiscal picture for the United States. Powell himself said that he didn't want to say things like that. He doesn't think that's happening, and the Treasury markets are functioning well. Do you have concerns about that?
I think we have an outstanding new task force this year led by Frank Lucas of Oklahoma that's looking exactly at that. They're evaluating monetary policy since the financial crisis, but they're also looking at Treasury market resilience in the face of very large budget deficits and looking at some of the things that we've experienced in the Treasury market, either here recently in April during the tariff situation or in previous episodes. And I would say the Treasury market is resilient. The Fed today will be having a meeting looking at the supplemental leverage ratio, and could that provide some relief to intraday liquidity? They waived that during the COVID-19 crisis, and so the Fed board will discuss today waiving the supplemental leverage ratio. That could provide more liquidity to the Treasury market. And what Frank Lucas and his team will do is find other regulatory or policy changes that we ought to make to ensure Treasury market resilience. Former SEC Chair Gary Gensler's agreement to clear Treasury trades, I think, also provides some additional resilience to the market.
The statutory liquidity ratio, would that be waived only for Treasuries, or would it be a broader waiving or reduction of that ratio?
It's a broader waiving, but it does have impact on the large banks.
And I was just talking with the microphone. Perfect. So, like I was saying, guys, I don't really put too much weight personally in anything that Powell says anyways, because there's too much uncertainty, not only with him, but even with Congress, right? And people are trying to price everything into the markets. Even Congress is uncertain right now with everything that Mr. T's doing, right? So we need a little bit more stability with what's going on in the Middle East, with what's going on with tariffs, before we really, have any kind of realistic idea of what's going on. I mean, people ask me all the time, which way's the market going? Well, I can pull a number out of my arse for you, but, if Mr. T decides to drop more, I can't say the word on here, but you know what I'm saying. It doesn't mean anything then, right? Gamecast, ZBEC to the moon is where I think it's going. You could see 8 to 10 cents, I think. I can't access my account, but maybe it is blockchain V. Oh, there you go. What percent? Probably 30, probably around 30. If the bull run ran 28 days last cycle, then how do we know if you say that the altcoins won't run for another 5 months? And how do we know when the top is? Well, first of all, you got to be over on the Patreon. No one's going to help you for free, my friend, first of all. Right? If you are over on the Patreon, I'll be there telling you, right? Now, listen, what I said was the parabolic part of the 2017 cycle was 28 days, right? Don't just take parts of what I say. Listen to everything that I say to you, okay? Altcoins ran up over the course between July and December 283% before going parabolic in 28 days. That's what I said. Don't just take that I said they're going to go up for 28 days and run with that, right? P Money, what's up, man? I am walking, man. I'm walking on sunshine. So, yeah. So, that's pretty much the news today, guys. There's not really anything else going on out there that I care to talk about, honestly. Funky, what's up, man? Need a different background other than a dark room. You're going to be on a treadmill. I could put a gym behind me or something if you want. I'll steal your profile picture and I'll make that my background, Funky. Don't mess with me, brother. Don't mess with me. All right. What else do we have? Is there anything else going on out there? Well, we looked at that. It's kind of a sluggish day today, guys. There's not really a whole bunch going on out there, honestly. I mean, we're looking at that ceasefire, right? We're looking at the ceasefire in the Middle East. Hopefully that continues to play out well. And all we can do is hope. All we can do is hope, right? Right now, what we're watching for on Bitcoin is we need a close above 106,000. And it looks like we're definitely going to get that. We're at, what, 107,600 right now. I want to stay above this white line on the chart. Next resistance level probably up here around 108,600. You're probably going to have a bit of resistance there. So that's our next target for the breakout. Keep an eye on that. Twitch, is Veracity a better token or to have, or should I grab one of the gems? Veracity is Veracity is a good project, right? They don't have a lot of competition in what they do. I like projects with good use case, and Veracity with ad fraud detection. If you don't know what that is, I mean, there's not a lot of people that are doing what they're doing right now, right? So what they're doing is their tech, their bots, whatever you want to call it, detects. So if you and I both run a car dealership and I'm running ads online, right? You can pay for bots. What I'm paying for monthly, if I pay 10 grand a month in ads on Facebook, let's say, right? Then what other companies that compete with me do is they pay for bots to go to my ads and pretend like they trick my ad into thinking my ad is in front of an actual person, right? Who potentially might be interested in purchasing a vehicle. Well, Veracity detects those bots, and because what you're doing, if I spend 10 grand in ads in marketing, and you're using bots to eat away at my marketing, well, I'm wasting money, right? So these the tech behind Veracity detects these bots and prevents the algorithm from knowing or thinking that it's a real person and letting it know that it's a bot, if that makes sense, right? No one's really doing that. So Veracity is a good project, in my opinion. Slow Wednesday breed, hectic Thursdays. Yes, Jake the Snake. I'm sticking to a BTC breakout tomorrow, 3:48 p.m. That is shockingly specific. Better than rare. Should I swap it or should I swap it so I could swing the profit into layer one? Depends on which layer one you're talking about, right? Are you talking about a big cap layer one, small cap layer one? There's lots of good layer ones. Layer ones are like my weakness. But yes, I would probably swap out of rare into a solid layer one. Maybe something like Glimmer Moonbeam, right? I mean, not financial ways. I'm not telling you to go buy Glimmer Moonbeam. I'm saying that's a pretty solid layer one, in my opinion. Small cap. I think it got to almost $20 in the last bull run. It's like 30 cents right now or something. Would you looky there? I'm the king again. There you go. Ramona with another super chat. Holding up the weight of the team. Put the mountains behind you so it looks like you're climbing. There you go. Yes, I'll put mountains up for tomorrow's stream. Exactly. It'll burn more calories. It's science. Yes. 100%. Rod, what's up, buddy? Hey, King, you're motivating me. I'm benching 250 with one arm. I don't think you are, brother. P Money, how's the news with Jasmine and the iPhone? Should be done. Yeah, they got integrated yesterday. I did a video covering that this morning, so go watch that video. If it wasn't for Rob, and then it stops. Gain, what's going on? Can you kindly release the alt bull run? Stop. Let us eat, man. Let's go. I'm pretending to know how to work with fib levels, on Moon. Can you? Well, here's the thing, Ari. Here's the thing, okay? Now, we are working on some very, very big, exciting things for the Patreon community, and part of it is actually technical analysis training, right? Now, when I say we got some, we're talking about some big things, right? We got some surprises coming, so strap in, strap on for that. There's going to be a lot of lessons, a lot of interesting content coming over to the Patreon, guys. You're not going to want to miss out on that. Kita. I already talked about Kita earlier, but I can go look at the chart for you if you want. I don't think Kita has a whole lot of history, though, does it? I know Cesar usually charts Kita when he gets requests. What's the ticker on that? What's the ticker on Kita? I don't even know what the ticker is. Let me know in the chat. Is it KTA or something? Hook'em. If it wasn't for Rob, I'd still be in Block V and down 50%. Instead, I'm up 500% on ZPIC. Rob's the man. There you go, brother. XEN pumping. Is Avalanche on the danger zone? Avalanche is going to do fantastic. Don't sleep on AVAX. Been a member for a month. I have learned a hell of a lot. Thank you, Rob, and thank you to the community over on the Patreon. Absolutely, man. We love having you. We love having you, Rich. Is my internet acting up? Sorry, guys. I don't know if my internet was acting up there. How far can SEI go with 6 billion tokens? I think SEI could be somewhere around between $1.25, $1.50 maybe this bull run, and I'm just being conservative, right? So is it possible to buy Nadix in the States? Yes, it is. A lot of people over on the Patreon hold Nadix. You can buy it on your Coinbase wallet or Phantom. Swift $1 seems to, no, I mean, it's realistic. It could happen. Okay, KTA for Kita. KTA. Okay, let me go back to my chart here. I thought it was KTA. Oh, I don't even have it on. It's not even on KuCoin. It's not even on KuCoin. I'm gonna have to go over to CoinGecko and check it out on TradingView. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Kita. Yeah, it doesn't have a whole lot of history here. Last time I charted it, we had, look at this perfect breakout of the bull pennant that I had. Perfect bull pennant, perfect break to the upside. And then Bitcoin dragged it all the way back down. And I'm going to be honest with you here, you're not going to like what I have to say. Okay? What do you think is forming right now? Yes. Head and shoulders, guys. Head and shoulders. You're probably going to come back down to about 37 cents. Probably. Don't shoot the messenger. Good time to DCA. I'll be the first in line for TA Academy. There you go. Big Botto, what's up, buddy? Good morning, Crypto Fam. Glad you're working out, brother. I am on the way to the gym. There you go. Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy portfolio, brother. Nick, just saw the article on Fannie Mae taking crypto as an asset for loan. There you go. That's only going to increase, too, guys. It's only going to increase. Is Jasmine out of the... No, it's not. Probably not going to happen in July either. We're almost into July, so you're going to start seeing people talking about it because the first week of every quarter, Binance evaluates their innovation zone projects, and Jasmine still doesn't have their mainnet out, so they're not going to be released, in my opinion. So, which is fine. More time to DCA, right? Spotify, I do not know anything about it, to be honest with you. You walk in the distance or time for walk until we're done streaming, brother. However far we go. Stoked for TA Academy. Been trying to learn it, but yeah, we're bringing a lot of new elements over to the Patreon, guys. A lot of new elements. We're going to be teaching TA over there. We're going to have other people making content over there. A lot of good things are coming, guys. A lot of good things are coming. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. All right, guys, listen, that is about it. That's the news. That's the chat. I got to get out of here before I collapse on my treadmill. I'm just kidding. I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you get over to the Patreon. The link is in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. We got big things coming over there, guys. We got big things coming. I've been in talks for the last 2 days with my guys, and it's going to be a lot of fun, TA included. So make sure you get over there. And, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.